Welcome to Flawless Game Movies. My name is Mystify and today we are going to try to butcher the butcher. Before that we have to explore a few levels of Halls of Agony. As you guys can see, my TP is set up in a way we left it last episode. So first of all, I'm going to show you guys the equipment as I do as usual. Nothing much has changed, and the same goes for the follower. We'll see a little change in the weapon, but nothing much. Haven't changed up the skills. I have changed my own skills. My primary skill is now Smite with the Shatter rune instead of Hammer of Justice. Still have Blast Hammer, but with a rune. Shield Glare, Provoke, Laws of Vader, Falling Sword is new as well of the Conviction line, so we're gonna try it. And we still have the passive Fervor instead of the Heavenly Strength, which I also sometimes use. As you guys may notice, this isn't the same place as we ended last episode. Reason for that is that I was trying to make back-to-back episodes and record them right behind each other, but I had something else to do, something interfered, so I had to replay a part of the dungeon to set up a TP for the beginning of this episode. As you guys, the smart ones, also may have noticed, we gained a level and aren't level 18 anymore as was the case at the end of last episode, but we're level 19. We're also close to the second passive skill at level 20, which unlocks at level 20. So we're going to see if we can unlock it before the butcher and equip it. In the meantime, I'm just killing some mobs. We'll see how high we can get, but first we have to look for level 13. I've talked a few episodes back, and I don't know, remember if I did it last episode as well. I talked about the game difficulty, and as you guys might see, the game doesn't seem that much challenging. So I'm going to try and set the difficulty at expert level for Act 2, if I don't forget. And then we'll try a little bit higher challenge, because so far, at least the last episode, it hasn't particularly been exciting if we get killed, because I haven't seen that much close calls. So let's kill these mobs. I'm still what I did in the original Diablo is I primarily killed mobs with my my primary and secondary attack, and sometimes utilized the other attacks. But that was also part to the fact that I didn't play at the highest levels, because there was no need to actually. But for this playthrough I am going to up the difficulty and see if I still can manage to kill these. Let's try to kill these treasure bandits, which is hard with Blast Hammer skill, but I hope I can prevent him from going through his portal. Chase him, come on, come on. There he goes. No. And he's gone. Too late with my Falling Sword skill. I still have to get used to it, but as I said, I want to utilize every skill, try every skill of the Crusader class, and see if we can in the end do the extra dungeons and bounties in the adventure mode. So we are going to the Highlands Passage. I have good I'm sure that we can face the butcher in this episode. I am going to try it with the blast hammer skill, which isn't the ideal skill, which I talked about last episode, to kill one single strong mob. But we'll see. Don't want to stand next to the butcher either, so that's the reason why I'm going to try it this way. These are the ideal situations for this skill. I have toggled through the runes of this skill, and I hope with the next rune we get a cool effect for the blast hammer, which might solve some of the issues I still have at this point with this skill. But I'm also curious to a few other skills. For now I'm also not going to change the style which I'm going to do this playthrough. I'm just going to record it in full episodes. So I'm not going to cut any gameplay away, except for the fact, like I did at the beginning of this episode, to stay at the same
once queen to our beloved Leoric.
at the same point in the game, that you guys don't have to see a replay of what I did last episode. So we're going to help the queen by releasing some of the lost souls. 6 to be exact. And then we are going to kill an end boss, if I'm correct. I'm going to try and upload a little bit more, but I was quite busy last few weeks, but I should be able to upload a little bit more on this channel, because I don't want to drag this main storyline out for the next 6-7 months. I would like to reach the end a little bit faster. There we find one of the lost souls, and this is why I also chosen the smite skill. As you guys can see, it splits up and divides into multiple bolts of damage. And we have a pool of knowledge. So let's reflect a little bit. And now it's time for the hammers to take over, and there we are, level 20. So I am going to we unlocked a no passive skill slot. So what I'm going to do is equip a new passive skill before we face the butcher. So first time I'm going to choose one of the new skills during the game.
The gods have seen fit to release me from this torment.
So we'll see which one we have to pick. But we already found 3 and even number 4 of the lost souls. Now we have the... First we have to kill the arcane enchanted horde. Let's try the falling sword. Don't see doing it all that much at this point. Absolutely love shield glare, but sometimes I'm still missing. Let's stay away from this. Damage.
I am free. My gods, there is someone
So let's get to the other side. See, they split up the lost souls, so we'll probably found the remaining two over there. Zap ones, let's zap them. We're not finding anything too exciting as of yet, but as with most things in Diablo in the first act, except for the legendaries, not much of what you find is very useful in the end of the game. At least at this difficulty. If you play on the tormented levels, I have to say, it's you gain a little bit more out of it. So let's find these lost souls, and there's one. So let's set him free. Or some guys want to prevent it, but I don't care. And there's number 6, so we are ready for the next step in this playthrough, which is facing the warden, which is guarding these lost souls. Let's kill these deserters. Nothing too special. There you go. Of course, the door is on the other side of which we approached it. So there we go. Quest is complete. The queen is happy with her head in her hand. So let's kill the warden. Let's see if we have a difficult time with him. There are his little buddies. Those are quite easy. And there's the warden. He's taking some clothing advice of the Skeleton King. Or maybe they see the new skill, Falling Sword. I'm not seeing all that much what it is doing. Here you see the chain of shield glare and the charge ability, which I equipped with the follower. So we can stun him and blind him, and it gives us some time to bash him in the face without having any danger of being killed. So we're going downstairs. Let's see how long this episode is at this point. It's almost 15 minutes. So I'm hoping to kill the butcher in around 15 minutes. So there are the savage finds. Nothing much too special as well. We find a little scene over here about how the queen lost her head, actually.
Your loyalty is invaluable in the midst of all these traitors. And you, my dear.
because of Mad King Leoric.
Conspiring against our kingdom.
My love, I swear, I have never betrayed you.
I like the way how her head is rolling on the floor.
Lies. Until the very end.
So we are going to the butcher. Or at least the Halls of Agony level 3. I forgot there was a level 3, so sorry for being stupid, but we are going to face the butcher no matter what. So I'm going to try a little bit speed things a little bit up. Let's hammer this circle down. Let's kill these jailers. They're going down quite easily at this point. I don't think this blessing receiving 25 left percent damage is very useful, but we'll take it anyway. I don't want to complain about something we get for free. For these summoners with the Hellions. Let's open the chest, see if we find something worthwhile. Find money, but nothing special. We're actually going close to level 21 already. These dark vessels, it saves time to kill them immediately instead of taking on the unholy troll phase, which they become after praying to their god. But to be honest, I've seen these enemies are quite similar the last few episodes, so it's hard for me to keep telling about these little confrontations with them. Because as you guys see, I am constantly doing the same, trying to build up my wrath. Maybe use shield glare, sometimes use provoke, but try to amass as large groups as possible if there are a lot of enemies, and then kill them with the blast hammer skill. So I am doing constantly the same, which is of course very logical if you're trying out the skills in one episode and not changing and switching them up. But I hope you guys still like this and are enjoying the footage at least. And sometimes when you see guys like these with which have some special abilities like Marduk the Brute, which is a jailer, and the only thing I am hoping for is some equipment for my follower, so we can start equipping him to the fullest. I'm standing a little bit wrong, but he dies anyway. So we're gonna check the map and try to find the shortest route. Let's kill this Iron Maiden before more zombies are coming from it. And there we have a new treasure bandit, and let's see if we can actually kill this one. They're quite hard to kill, I have to say. At this level. And no, we can't kill this one either. So I'm hoping to kill them at a lot of later level. But it's so hard to get them through the hammers. But I can't remember of the original Diablo if I had such a hard time dealing with these guys as well in the beginning of the game. There we go, level 21. And we get Condemn as an active skill. Something which will be featured in the next episodes as well. I'm not using a Law of Valor all that much because it isn't necessary, but if you are doing speed runs, it's an excellent tool to increase your damage output and go a little bit faster. But for now, the groups aren't that large or that strong that we actually need it. Still no arrow to point us in the right direction.
The crusade marches on.
And there we got it, finally. So let's see. This is to the butcher, or if I am forgetting something again. First of all, let's get ourselves a new passive. The Heavenly Strength isn't interesting, so I'm probably going to buy Vigilance. Although Fanaticism is quite good as well. Let's see. I'm going with Vigilance because I like the extra defensive possibilities. So let's kill the butcher, trying to gain. I think I'm going to just smite him every time, and then if I see some possibilities, I'm going to unleash the hammers like now. Let him walk through the hammers and watch out for his chain, his whip. A little bit of a hit and run tactic, and I see that if we can blind him, probably be able to hammer him. Still trying to find the rhythm in which we can kill him. And it isn't going really fast, but at least I see something happening at his life bar. And there was an epic fail on the shield player. Because he wasn't in range. Oh, there we go again.
Patience.
And now he's blinded. So let's try this falling sword, and falling sword isn't doing all that much, and it's quite disappointing. Maybe it's better with some runes, but for now my experience isn't all that positive. What I really miss over here are the rejuvenation potions of Diablo 2, which both gave you the mana and the life instantly. Although you gain the life instantly off the normal potions now, it was a nice way to keep using the rejuvenation potions so you can keep using the blast hammer skill. And now we have to build up a wrath. Of course there are some tricks like provoke to keep it at that way. And let's move out of this barbecue, because I don't like to be grilled. And I see that he is going down significantly faster when we're using the hammers. So I'm going to try it as often as possible. Let's watch out for the grip of flames. So keep moving, and again the shield glare epically missed. And I wanted to unleash the last hammer. Don't need that well yet. Keep moving out of the fire, and there he goes again. So now we can try the heavenly strength, the blast hammer. All about hit and run, although I see we can tank a little bit of damage. But I think when we're in the flames next to the butcher, we are still going down quite easily. So as long as we're not in the flames, we can stick a while to his big belly and hammer in his face. But to be sure, I'm still going to blind him from time to time.
Not yet.
See what he's doing. And so far you aren't eating anything except the railing, which you keep bumping your head in. So I think with the iron levels he's alright. Just trying out the skills, just getting down as fast as possible. Now we're going to move out of the flames again. Oh man. I think we are going to beat this butcher, and it wasn't all that hard, I have to be honest. So I am quite curious what we'll get for items. And then we can move to Act 2. And if I'm not forgetting anything, I can put the difficulty up a little bit. And then we'll see if I can still have this big a mouth, and now I'm just going to hammer him to death no matter what. And there we go. And we'll see two legendaries. Or
Skill should I master?
I'm going to show you guys, of course, in the beginning of the next episode, what we identify. So let's get ourselves ready for the next episode by sticking through this, finding the stranger, give him his sword. Let's kill these summoners and ritualists and whatnot. These groups of mobs are just going so down so easily with the blast hammer skills.
I am dying.
Angel, take up your sword.
My sword.
Get the sword into your hands.
I remember now. I was
And
an
now we find out
archangel of the
it's
high heavens.
Tyrell.
I was the embodiment of justice. I am Tyrael.
Oh, first talk
You
to
have restored
Tyrael.
my mind, friend. And now I remember the warning I came to deliver. Belial and Asmodan, the last lords of hell, are unleashing a tide of darkness that will drown this world. Already, Belial's shadow has fallen upon Chaldeum.
Then I will go to Chaldeum and introduce myself to Belial.
We must move quickly. Let us return to Tristram and make ready.
So we are going to Chaldeum, and that's something I'm going to do next episode in the beginning, because we are a little bit on time. So in the next episode I'm going to show you guys the new equipment, the traveling to Chaldeum, of course the identifying of 2 uniques, and maybe some new skills. So I hope you guys liked this episode, although it was a little bit stellar, even the end boss. And I hope to see you guys next episode. Bye.